What's up, guys? Epic STG, and today we're going to talk about the division, and we're going to talk about it in a way a couple people have, but not like this. This is going to be the 5 things I like about the division. There's actually going to be a sister video after this. It's going to be 5 things I don't like about the division, but realistically, there's about 20 things I like and dislike about the game. But this is the cream of the crop, the top of the barrel, the things that really keep me wanting to play and drive me away. Let's start the show. Before we even get started, please, if you like what we're doing, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to keep the content rolling. And as of a couple days ago, we became partnered with G2A, so there'll be links in our YouTube, on our Twitch, and our Twitter, everywhere. If you want cheap games, or you want cheap shit to go with games, like let's say you want to renew that Xbox Live subscription, this is a service for you, G2A. And if you want to be especially cool, when you buy something, you can actually become a G2A member. You don't have to buy something to become one, but you can start making money off of people purchasing games and get your own referral links and everything. It's super awesome, even for you big YouTubers or small YouTubers, big Twitchers and small Twitchers. Money to be made for you. Now, onto our topic for today, the 5 things I like about the division. And these are the 5 things, like I said in the beginning, that are above the other things. There's lots of little things and lots of big things, but these are just the things I really like. And the first one I want to talk about is the meta. The first 3 on my list are things that don't necessarily occur in-game, even though some of them do. You'll understand what I mean in a minute. And the very first one is the New York collapse. There actually is a book that goes with this. I know you guys have probably seen the live action trailers and the live action kind of movie, TV show kind of thing that's going on in the background. I forget the name of the agent that takes center stage in that. But this book is basically a survival guide, which is a strategy guide, by the way, on how to survive the collapse of society in a division. It is super meta and it's super good. Like I said, it's not just a strategy guide, it's like a book too. And in the margins of the book/strategy guide, you see the story of a couple people that are lost in the collapse. You know, you see it unfolding and it's amazing. The second thing I want to talk about is what I call perceptive comms. Now, I'm not sure what the actual term for it is, but what happens is when you're out in the world and you walk near another player, if they're talking on their comms, you can actually hear that in the game world. And I think that's awesome because it gives the game a little more sense of realism, especially in areas like the Dark Zone, where if you're not like in a party or if you're not using like Skype or some other method outside of normal chat in the game, so if you're in regular game chat, then if you start making plans, people can hear you and they can hear you well. It's like a distance-based thing. And I've always been a fan of this. Even, I don't know if you guys like played Halo, Xbox folks, right? But back in the original Halos, like the first 3, there was perceptive comms for the enemy team and your team. And what would happen is the enemy would hear you talking if you were close enough to him. What me and Toy used to do is we used to run up on Epic Ant while he was like trying to camp somewhere because he didn't know how to play the game yet. And we'd have like a shotgun or a sniper rifle or something, and we'd scream, "Hey, Ant!" And he'd be like, "What?" And then we would shoot him in the back. And it would be fucking great. But that's the type of shit they can do here. I'm like, you can be real strategic, especially if like you're like me and Boss, and you guys are in the same room, how we can totally talk to each other without saying anything, and we can make plans of what we're gonna do to fools in the Dark Zone. It's fucking great. Number 3 for me is gotta be something that isn't implemented in the game yet. I know it's a bit of a cop-out, but hear me out. Destiny, which I'm going to make comparisons to, not necessarily in this video, but in future videos, doesn't allow you to do something that the division doesn't allow you to do either yet. In the April free DLC called Incursions, player trading will be turned on. I love when you can have trading in games. Not because you can power level your friends, because what that will do is it'll create an economy in the game. What'll happen is, if you can trade stuff, there is no limit to what you should be able to trade. So you should be able to trade credits, whether that be Phoenix credits or like regular money credits, and purchase something from another person. So let's say somebody grinded out one of those awesome high-end weapons in the Dark Zone, or from the raid/incursion, whatever we're going to call it now. You can purchase that from them, or you can trade them a bunch of lower end gear for something you crafted. Like, there's just so many ways that you can play this, and it's fucking awesome. I don't think people understand just how cool that's going to wind up being. Number 4 on my list is early game questing. And by early game, I mean everything before level 30, everything before the end game. Now, games like this are really interesting in the respect that there's no mid game. There's an early game and an end game. And in the early game, that's when you do all the missions, when you explore like the Dark Zone or whatever. And the end game is after you hit level 30. And I like that it is, when I played Destiny for the very first time, I was max level day 1. Like, completely max level. And this is like similar. I'm not max level yet because I haven't had a whole bunch of time to devote. I haven't had 30 or 40 hours like other people to devote to it yet. And I will be max level relatively soon, probably within week's end. But this game is the grind to get to max level so you can start doing the real in-game stuff. Unfortunately, there were some people who, before the Dark Zone was nerfed, when they hit level 30 really quickly, they did pretty much everything you can do in the game. They had all the best weapons, all the best armor, and there was nothing left for them to do. So I missed that boat. God's be praised. But the 0 to 30 grind is actually very rewarding, which I think is awesome, because it's like it's two levels of 30 grinds. You have the 0 to 30 for PvE and the 0 to 30 for PvP, and I think it's perfectly paced. So if you do everything you're supposed to do, you'll naturally get there. And for my final one, this should come with no surprise to most of you because you haven't heard us say much about it. The Dark Zone group play. Having 4 people run together in the Dark Zone just feels right. Think to the first time you played Borderlands with a bunch of people. Think to your first dungeon crawl with a bunch of people. It's like, it just feels right. Fortunately and unfortunately, there was a nerf to the Dark Zone for late game content that came like week 1, and it was good and bad. Like I said, some people had already hit max level and it got because the Dark Zone was so not only forgiving, but it was so, or at least forgiving from the PvE side, that people had the best weapons, the best gear, the best armor, the best everything, and it's week 1. So what do you do now? Except for wait for you either grind out for new shit you don't have and play the 100% completion game, or you just wait. And I'm not doing that. So I'm happy I got affected by the nerf, but at the same time, the Dark Zone is weird because in the beta there was so much PvP, there was so much PK, so much player killing, and I haven't experienced that this time, which I think is fucking crazy. It's like this unwritten rule in the Dark Zone right now. The penalties for going rogue are so bad, just cumulatively. It's almost impossible at this day and age, unless you find a super good hiding spot, which you can't really hide, just more of a defense position. It's too hard for most people to ever survive going rogue, and the rewards for it ain't shit. So it's really no reason to ever go rogue. So people are just not killing each other, and that sucks a bit, but I can understand. Now, in a week or two, this might be a totally different ball game because the meta might change, and then it might be fruitful for people to start murdering everyone again. There's cool little videos of people just single man armies just decimating 5, 8, 12 people, just fucking them up. And it's still doable, but this place is best in group play. And with that, we're going to transition into another segment which has nothing to do with Destiny or The Division. Nah, I'm kidding. It has everything to do with The Division. What's wrong with you? The video's about it. As I have said in a couple other places in this video, The sister video to this will be 5 things I don't like. And to recap, the 5 things that I do like are the New York collapse, Perceptive comms, the loot trading in the April Incursions DLC, which creates the economy, the early game questing, the 0 to 30 grind, and the Dark Zone group play. We're going to have other Division videos coming up very soon. They're going to be weapon guides, they're going to be best builds, they're going to be farm spots, going to be all the good stuff that as we find, we'll pass on to you. This is Epic STG signing out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Come on, you guys got to keep us doing this. And if you want free games, don't forget to go to G2A, and there'll be a link in the description to our specific one. This is Epic STG signing out. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to keep it gangster, and I'll catch you guys street side. Take it easy.